the all zodiac sign timeless pick a card oracle readings. So we're going to be doing from Aries to Pisces sun signs, okay? I'm going to also have some timestamps down below in the description box and comment area after the live is done. Give me about 15-30 minutes to make sure you guys have those timestamps. So without further ado, I am going to do a mantra and then we'll get started. Esitoma sadgamaya namasoma jutegamaya rityurman ritangamaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hope you all are doing well and happy Friday or whenever you watch this, in the morning or at night. So in this live, there'll be 12 zodiac sign pick-a readings. Okay, so pick a card readings from Aries to Pisces sun signs, okay? Making that crystal clear so all of y'all know what's going down, okay? Now, don't forget that there's other timeless oracle readings on my channel, so check it out. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, especially for more readings that are going to come your way. So this is the last live I'll be doing for the year 2024. But don't worry, because there will be videos still posted on my channel directing you, sorry, not on my channel, but my Facebook and Twitter, so you can know what other readings you can check out. So you have full reigns of lives and pick a card readings that are on my channel. You can search and have fun doing while the new year hits. In the new year of 2025, there'll be new content. So I'm excited to be able to do that, as I'm already preparing for the next year. So this is going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. I already did, if you're looking for that resolutions and determination live, I already did that. Check it out on my playlist on my channel. All right. Now, if I do a reading for you or not, okay, there is going to be timestamps down below in the description box and comment area, okay? So tell you really quick what these pick a card readings are going to be about. How can the zodiacs challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship, okay? It's that kind of thing. So you can pick 1, 2, or 3 once your zodiac sign hits, okay? I'd like to shout out to everybody who's watching me or even having fun in the live chat, you know, writing things and such, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But thank you for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. So, for those who are sick right now, just a really quick thing, okay? Here are some things that work for me. You can try out. It is the season sampler, and I am not, you know, sponsored by these things, okay? Here's a season sampler if you're having troubles with your sinuses and stuff. It has Gypsy Cold Care, Throat Coat, and Breathe Easy, so that way you're able to do something different that will work for you. It definitely promotes respiratory health, okay? And also, I'm not sponsored by them either, but Halls is really good too as well if you're dealing with throat issues or coughing, okay? It really does help, all right? I also prefer that you take a multivitamin or vitamin D. I take vitamin D, 5,000, I think it's UI. So, and I take 2 of those, so it equals up to 10,000. Make sure you're tested through your doctor if you have any vitamin D3 deficiency, okay? But that's what I take in order for me to have a boost up in my immune system, because I have Hashimoto's disease, which is pretty rare. It's an autoimmune disease that attacks the thyroid. So just letting you guys know about that real quick, so that way things are not harsh on you through the winter, okay? And because I care. All right, so now let's get right to the pick a card readings, okay? We'll start from Aries to Pisces sun signs. So Aries, you are up, okay? And I'm going to set up the pick a card reading, and you guys can have fun in the chat, do what you need to do while I'm in the background, okay? And get your drinks, get your snacks, have fun with this, because you are flexing your intuition and your instinct, okay? So you get to pick 1, 2, or 3 Aries sun signs, okay? And it's all about challenging yourselves, reducing jealousy, and having a new romantic relationship. It's that kind of pick a card reading, okay? All right, let's set this thing up. So what can Aries do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship? For pick number 1. What can Aries do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship? For pick number 2. Thank you. What can Aries do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship? For pick number 3. Thank you. All right, please give me 1 card for pick number 1. Thank you. Give me 1 card for pick number 2. Thank you. Please give me 1 card for pick number 3. Thank you. All right, Aries, you are up. Let's do your pick a card reading. You can pick 1, 2, or 3, or all the above. It's just how you feel, okay? So if you picked 1 Aries sun signs, you got rest and rejuvenation. Surrender to the divine full moon. And a thinking man. All right, Aries. So when it comes down to it, when for pick number 1, Aries, here in this situation, you're needing to you really need to challenge yourself to create, decide, and explore a new soulmate, okay? Through rest and rejuvenation, okay? This is really going to help you slow things down and do it your way, okay? It's always fun, huh, Aries, to do it your way. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Through astrology, I am Aries, sun, moon, and rising, and Venus, okay? But, you know, to each their own who wants to choose to believe in astrology and all that stuff. I love helping people through astrology because this is how I first got learning in astrology and stuff. So I have nothing against what your belief system is, because part of people's belief system is astrology, okay? In case you need to know that, Aries goofballs. So in order to create, decide, and explore to this new romantic soulmate, that's what you're needing to do. Is your only option is to rest and rejuvenate and surrender to the divine full moon. So I'm going to give you your messages, okay, for your advice. This should be fun, Aries, because when you surrender, you're able to have fun to do it your way. So you got to do some exploring and becoming the seeker. And what is it fun just to have a new adventure, huh? And you're the one that's going to be creating it. All right, so here's your advice, Aries. Pick number 1. Here's your advice in regards to creating and starting, okay? For 1 month, please say to yourself, as a reminder, I'm getting the answers I need. Next message is, a wish you made, Aries, may be about to come true. Next one is, it's make it or break it time. Next one, there could be a sense of madness in the air, so breathe deep and stay calm. Please and thank you. Next thing, you may need to forgive someone to release negative energy. And you'll just know because, man, have you been feeling it going, I am done. Screw this bullshit of being stuck up in this negative energy. I am going to forgive them, not for them, but to have a new start, okay? Last message, Aries, pick number 1 is it's time to let go of the past and move on, okay? Because when you do, that way you can focus and plan and learn and teach yourself these new things, so that way you can blossom of what it is you want to create, who you want to meet in regards to a new soulmate, okay? It's not a bad outcome. You got channeled in because you're creating your future here. And it's going to be a new year. So let it be great, okay? And that's your reading. Pick number 1, Aries. Really hope it helps. Now, if you got, if you're picking number 2 and you're a sun sign Aries, here's your reading. Door to value. A fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. And woman holding a heart, not bad. So Aries sun signs, pick number 2. Here in the situation, in order for you to reduce jealousy, okay, you're needing to step up as a leader here in this situation and plan and be balanced here in order to, okay, have a new financial and career start here in this situation. Okay? So your only option is full moon in Aries. Woo! Coming up in that power, Aries. All right? Hey, everybody in the chat, real quick. Hi. Full moon in Aries. So here's your advice, Aries. Pick number 2. Okay? Be nice, be kind, smile, and be polite as you navigate to where you want to be, Aries. Pick number 2. Next thing, be assertive is good. Just don't ride over anybody. Please and thank you. It's good to laugh about that because you're like, oh yeah, there's that ram energy. Next thing, if you're in an intense situation, Aries, pick number 2, meditate your way to peace. That's that balance you're creating, okay? Through your leadership, please and thank you. Next thing, don't be a baby. Sorry, but this could be the issue, okay? Now we got to step up and stand up like a leader, okay? Please and thank you. Last thing, you need to have more fun, Aries. Pick number 2. Please and thank you. Or you're just a dull Nelly, right? When you're not, and you're just sitting there going, this sucks. Big hugs, Aries. Pick number 2. When you do this, okay, you have emotional stability within yourself, and for whoever's around you, I get family and friends, okay? And having that new financial start that you need, okay? This is really getting you to be in your heart and not in your head. So that way you feel happy, Aries, okay? And that's your reading. Really hope it helps. That was for pick number 2. Now pick number 3, Aries, sun signs. You got broken heart. Very soon, you're very close to achieving your goal, gimbus moon. Ooh, very cool. And a thinking woman, Aries, pick number 3. All right, Aries, pick number 3. Here in the situation, you're needing to heal aspects that in order to have that new romantic relationship. And that's what's breaking your heart. Any deception, resentment, heartbreak, you get what I mean? And you'll be able to do this in hermit mode. So give yourself that time and space in order to move on, okay? And that's what you need to heal, is those things within inside you, so that way you keep on moving away from the past, okay? So your only option here is the gimbus moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. Aries, pick number 3. So I'm going to give you some messages and advice, okay? For 1 month, please say to yourself and remind yourself, even if it's in the mirror and you're butt-ass naked, because no one's seeing you, Aries, but you, and you're like, I'm looking pretty damn good today. So this is what I need to say to myself, okay? Not just that you're looking pretty good, okay? You're also saying, I know that I'm on the right track, okay? 3 times if you need to, as a mantra if you need to, okay? Now, next message. Now is a good time to review your plans, Aries. Pick number 3. Next thing, keep the momentum going as you move towards your dreams. Please and thank you. Next thing, stay focused, okay, on those plans. Next thing, it's a good time to start a new project, and you'll know how to do it because you're going to start planning to do that, okay? Next thing is you need to get back into good, healthy habits in the mind and the body in order to remain balanced, to cultivate what you want to acquire within means, okay? So when you do this, this is really going to cause another transformation here in your outcome, where you're learning new things, things are growing in your life. For some of you, may even go back to school, like a new institution, in order to learn some more stuff. But either way, you're becoming a scholar and a seeker is what's getting channeled in with your outcome. Pick number 3, Aries. You're learning and growing, and you're making that progress here in your outcome, okay? So that is your reading and your outcome. I really hope it helps, Aries. Pick number 3. Now let's move on to Taurus, sun signs. What up, Taurus sun signs? We're going to be, you're up to do your pick a card reading, okay? So I'm going to set it up. We're going to have some fun, okay, about what you want to pick, 1, 2, or 3, and then we'll go from there, okay? Cheers, by the way. It's water, but I also have Taurus. This lovely tea, it is, what is it? Sea salt caramel tea. So check it out. It's on Amazon. It's really yummy. They have harvest kind of full teas that you can order, like $25 for about 9 boxes of different kind of teas. So check that out. Not sponsored, doing it because it tastes good. And would love to share it with especially Taurus's lovely taste things. You know, me and my daughter love tasting a lot of different things, different candies from around the world, snacks and stuff. So yeah, thought I'd like to share it with you, Tauruses. So while I get this set up, Tauruses, and people who are watching me, don't forget your drink and your snack, and have fun in the chat. And thank you again for joining me. So what can Tauruses do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship? For pick number 1. What can Tauruses do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship? For pick number 2. Thank you. So what can Tauruses do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship? For pick number 3. Thank you. So please give me one card for pick number 1. Thank you. Please give me one card for pick number 2. Thank you. Having cards flying out. Dang it. All right, so please give me one card for pick number 3. All right. If you are a Taurus sun sign, you can pick 1, 2, or 3, or all the above. It's how you feel, so flex those intuition and instinct muscles, okay? So if you pick number 1, Taurus, you got blossoming abundance. Nice. You got a 3rd quarter moon, adjustments are required. And you got woman holding a coin. Not bad outcome. All right, pick number 1, Tauruses. So here in the situation, you're needing to challenge yourself to create, decide, and explore new romantic soulmates, okay? So you're needing to, readjust your routine and habits, okay? In order to do a little at a time so you're not overwhelmed. So I'm going to further elaborate by giving you messages for your advice. Those adjustments that need to be required to do, okay? First, 3rd quarter moon. 6. All right. Pick number 1, Tauruses. You're needing for 1 month To say this to yourself as a reminder, Taurus, pick number 1. I am re-elevating the situation, okay? What got channeled in, you need to give yourself that time and patience to do that, okay? Don't be so hard on yourself, okay, Tauruses, pick number 1. Next message, your life may be out of balance and this may be causing you issues. It may be time to hatch a whole new plan and it's all right, okay? Next message, something new and exciting is around the corner. Pick number 1, Tauruses. Last thing, trust may be required to move this situation forward, okay? And that's your advice. When you do here, you're going to be more grounded and stable and solid, and financially as well, okay? What's getting channeled in your outcome, you'll be able to nurture your business, whatever that business is, whether you're working for a company or not, with more ease, okay? So that's not a bad outcome, okay? I really hope it helps. Pick number 1, Tauruses. Now, if you pick number 2 and you're a Taurus, you got journey. Don't let your past hold you back, South Node. And first chakra, Archangel Michael. All right, pick number 2, Tauruses. Here in this situation, you're needing to create movement here in order to reduce jealousy. Take the lead, having that leadership plan and be balanced through. So that way, in order to reconcile, okay, whatever the situation it is that you need to reconcile, I feel like with yourself is what's getting channeled in, so that way you move forward. What's getting channeled in is like you're beating yourself way too much about a situation when it was out of your hands, you know? And no one can ever be perfect, okay, Tauruses? So here's your advice, and don't let the past hold you back, South Node. I'm going to give you the extended messages so it can help you move forward and you won't be stuck anymore. Whippy! It's always a win-win situation when a human being tells a Taurus, if you have a victory, then all of us have a victory, you know? So I'm telling you that, Taurus, okay? Your victory is our victory, too. So please tell yourself for 1 month, or as forever as you can, if you need to use this forever as your mantra, look in the mirror and say to yourself, I release the past. 3 times, okay, in the morning, if you can. Next message, a relationship is karmic and has played itself out across many lifetimes. Okay, Taurus, pick number 2. Next message, your attraction to someone may be verging on obsession. Okay, being obsessive. Next message, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Please and thank you. Okay. When you take this advice and release the past and don't let it hold you back anymore, your outcome is great because you create more expansion and change and stability, okay? With inside you and in your finances as well, okay? And career. So this is not a bad outcome, Taurus, pick number 2. I really hope it helps. Now we're going to move on to pick number 3 for Tauruses. You got rest and rejuvenation. She with the Aiden Emerald Heart. And the Thinking Man. So here in the situation, you're needing to heal aspects that you have. You need to heal expectations that you have for that new romantic love. Okay, pick number 3, Tauruses. by creating that rest and rejuvenation for yourself, because you're needing to heal your heart, okay? Your heart space. Yeah, beautiful heart, okay? So I'm going to give you the extended message to She with an Aiden Emerald Heart, okay? This will help you heal and see things from a different perspective, okay? Because that way you're not all stuck up in misery, okay, through the holidays. We all love our Tauruses, even I do. You're beautiful human beings. You're fun to laugh with, to create with, to eat with, because you know you have some really colorful tastes, and I love it, okay? I have a daughter, a brother, and many friends that are Tauruses, all zodiac signs really, but these are prominent in my life. And then I work with all different zodiac signs, so it's a freaking blast, to be very honest. Because believe it or not all of you act like your zodiac sign. You act like all the elements that combine. 38. Here we go. All right. Pick number 3, Tauruses. Here's your message. Don't hold back from what is happening. Things need to change. So let them change. It may seem chaotic or overwhelming now, but however, Tauruses, pick number 3, Tauruses. When you realize you don't need to figure it all out, you will relax and allow the wisdom for which is happening at a deeper level to unfold. So trust that your inner resources are enough and will grow to meet your needs for soul expression in the world. You may sometimes feel like you are juggling too many projects with too few hands. But the Divine Mother can help you, Tauruses, if you trust her to keep an eye out on things and guide the process for you. This oracle indicates that peace and harmony will eventually triumph over conflict and challenge, Tauruses, bringing about a new way of being, okay? When you take this advice, you're learning how to navigate through things differently. You're focusing on your plans as in your outcome and creating new ones for those that need to know that. You're learning and teaching yourself different things, which creates another expression of new perspectives, okay? So it's not a bad outcome. All right, Tauruses, pick number 3. Really hope that helps. All right. Let's go to the next zodiac sign. Before we do, we're going to check the chat real quick. Saying hi again to everybody who is watching me. And after the live, shout out to you guys and gals. So we're going to move on to Gemini. What up, Geminis? I'm going to set up your readings and then we'll get started. So do what you need to do while I'm in the background setting up your reading, okay? All right. So what can Geminis do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, have a new romantic relationship for pick number 1? What can Geminis do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship for pick number 2? Thank you. What can Geminis do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship? Pick number 3. Please give me one card for pick number 1. Thank you. Please give me one card for pick number 2. Thank you. Please give me one card for pick number 3. Thank you. All right, Geminis, you guys are up. Your pick a card reading is all set. So how can Geminis challenge themselves and reduce jealousy and have a new romantic relationship? If you pick number 1, Gemini, you got appreciation. You got it's time to release the negativity, full moon in Scorpio. And last card is adjacent possibilities. So here in the situation, in order to create, decide, and explore a new romantic soulmate, you need to challenge yourself in order to create emotional stability within inside you. That's that gratitude, that you're thankful for all your eyeballs, your limbs, the things that makes you comfortable. This is what helps you start the process of releasing any negative negativity, okay? I'm going to elaborate some more by giving you an extended message to your advice, okay? So that way we can see some happy Geminis creating some things. Very cool. Full moon in Scorpio. For 1 month, Geminis that pick number 1, please say to yourself, emote, it's all better out than in, okay? In regards to your negativity, just do it do it in a different way than just being sporadic about it, okay? Because you're challenging yourself to confront negativity in such a different way, okay? Next message, it's time to move from living fearfully to living joyfully. Please and thank you. Next message, you're right to have your suspicions. Next thing, grudges are toxic, so let them go. Because the only thing you're doing is poisoning your own system. Look at it scientifically, okay? When you harbor negativity, resentment, you get what I mean? And then you're going to see things from a different perspective in order to confront negativity and releasing it in such a different way. And oh, is it going to be awesome, okay, Geminis? I'm rooting for you. Last message, the end of an argument, okay? So when you do this, you don't have a bad outcome. This is getting you to check out options that you didn't consider in order to release energy, rebalance, and have a fruitful, healthy life. That's what I'm getting in your outcome, okay? You're going to challenge in what it got channeled in, Geminis, you're going to be challenging yourself because you're going to see what's fun about it. Because you like to broaden in your horizons. You don't like to be limited. So when you heal yourself, please teach the people around you how you did it. Because your ideas are not stupid. Please and thank you. That's your reading, Geminis that pick number 1. I really hope it helps. Now, if you pick number 2, Geminis, you got yin and yang. You got surrender to the divine full moon and attachments. So pick number 2, Geminis. In order to come into wholeness and reduce jealousy, become your own leader, planning, and have balance, you're needing to spend that time in your space to break patterns and blockages within inside you. This is why this is in your advice. Surrender to the divine. So that means in your belief system, whatever the divine is for you. But I'm going to give you an extended message to the full moon. Okay. It'll help you start planning and how to be balanced and all that good stuff. Okay. Full moon 32. All right. For 1 month, okay, Geminis that pick number 2, please say to yourself or in the mirror, I am getting the answers I need. Next message, a wish you made may be about to come true. Next thing, it's make it or break it time. Next thing, there will be a sense of madness in the air, Gemini, so breathe deep and stay calm, please and thank you. Next thing, you may need to forgive someone to release negative energy, please and thank you. Last message, it's time to let go of the past and move on, okay? Now, if you do, it's a new start coming. Here in the outcome here, you're going to be confronting these patterns and change is going to be coming because what's getting channeled is some of you are going to release a little bit at a time. That way it's more comfortable for you. So that means patterns of what you used to do in a relationship, whether it's romantic or not. Okay? Especially if you're reducing jealousy in order to reconcile. Okay? And that is your reading, Geminis who picked people who picked number 2. Okay? Really hope it helps. Now, Geminis who picked number 3, you got 7th chakra Archangel Uriel. You got Mandela of the Moon. And man holding a coin. What got channeled in right away, your ideas will set you free. Pick number 3, Geminis. In order to heal aspects, to have that new romantic relationship. So your beautiful new ideas in order to heal different phases of your life that affected your breaking your heart. And so I'm going to give you the extended message to Mandela of the Moon as your advice, okay? 35. Wrong book. So here's your advice, Geminis that picked number 3. This oracle brings a sign that creative works will reach fulfillment. Relax and trust and positive expectations that all your needs will be met. This makes it easier for abundance to flow and all earthly and spiritual matters to fall into place accordingly to a great and loving higher intelligence. Things are challenging, Geminis that pick number 3. Even if you cannot see, things are changing. See the physical evidence of, sometimes you cannot see the physical evidence of it, Yet trust that your actions are leading you into a better way of life. Rely on the universe, and you will see how all things come together accordingly to a timing and higher order that suits you in ways even better than you could ever imagine by yourself. Okay? You're learning to have faith and trust through this, okay? Because when you do, your outcome is great. You're stable and solid, and your finances and career are getting a bump up. They're stabilizing for some of you, but I get bump up too, okay? So it's not a bad outcome. Geminis that pick number 3. Really hope that helped. And that's your reading. Now we're going to move on to Cancer. What up, Cancers? I'm going to set up your pick a card reading, and then we'll go from there, okay? So cheers, Wada. Let's set that up now. How can Cancers, what can Cancers do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship for pick number 1? What can Cancers do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship for pick number 2? Thank you. What can Cancers do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship for pick number 3? Thank you. Please give me one card for pick number 1. Thank you. Please give me one card for pick number 2. One more deck for Cancers. Please give me one card for pick number 3. Thank you. All right, Cancers, your pick a card reading is done. Let's start. If you pick number 1, Cancers, in order to challenge yourself, reduce jealousy, or have a new romantic relationship, here's your reading. Pick number 1, Cancers. Walking away. Now, balance spiritually and practically, full moon in Pisces. Next one, door to personal healing and happiness. Not bad outcome. All right, here in the situation, in order to challenge yourself to create, decide, and explore a new romantic soulmate, pick number 1, Cancers, you're needing to let go and move on from the past. So in order to do this, you're needing to seek balance in your spirituality or your belief system and practice it, okay? And doing those practical steps. So I'm going to further elaborate, okay? Pick number 1, Cancers, by giving you an extended message to your advice, okay? Whippy! Cancers are going to be free soon from the past. Can we get a hooray? Hooray! Huzzah! Full moon in Pisces. All right. This is something for 1 month, okay? Cancers that pick number 1 that you need to know to remind yourself to in order to be consistent with, or else consistency, if you don't have that consistency, you're just keeping yourself stuck, okay? So be consistent by reminding yourself to do this. Meditate every day and see what comes to you. Answers will come. At least to 5 to 15 minutes a day, okay? You can do from 1 to 3 times a day, okay? Just examples. Next message, you're in a super romantic but not super realistic state. So you need to know that, so that way you create that balance now with inside you. Because we have fantastic imaginations and fantastic ways to come to millions of conclusions. So this is why, as human beings, we need to learn how to meditate in order to come back into balance, so we're not floating in our head a lot, whether it's fears or imagination, okay? So now you're doing something different. Huzzah! Next thing is follow your intuition and it won't let you down. So it's how you feel, okay? Next thing, at worst, this card can herald an end of a dream, but what's great is something better is going to be happening here for you. Next thing, the person you're inquiring about is a soulmate, just in case you didn't know. Last thing, avoid substance abuse, okay? Pick a card, cancers for number 1, okay? Avoid that, or else it's going to keep you floating in your head in some kind of mental prison, okay? Because we want you here, cancers. Please and thank you. And that's your advice. When you do this, you're going to be having a new start in your personal life and more happiness come in. And that's not a bad outcome, okay? Because you're healing things, removing any blockages, and you're making progress. So make sure that you have a journal and you can see that physical progress. And you'll be very proud of yourself of all the things that you went through, because you documented it and you reviewed over and go, wow, if I didn't document it, it wouldn't have been a gift to me for the future to see my progress and my beautiful ideas, okay? So not a bad outcome. Pick number 1, cancers. That's your reading. Really hope it helps. Now, cancers who pick number 2, you got adjacent possibilities. You got the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Last one, 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. So pick number 2, cancers. Here in the situation, you need to pick an option that you don't normally pick, okay? In order to reduce jealousy, to take the lead, start planning something new in order to be balanced in life, okay? So your advice is to invest in your emotional stability in order to have the ending of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So you can have that stability again within inside you. So I'm going to give you some advice here, and you can take it or leave it, okay, cancers that pick number 2. But I'm going to give you that extended message now. So this is a good mantra to say to yourself for at least a month. For some of you, a week at least. Release control and trust the universe, cancers, okay? Next thing, message. A professional project may be ending now. Next thing is admit if you have been overtly hard-headed or hard-nosed. For some of you, you need to know this, or just being stubborn, okay? Next thing, find a balance between your personal and private lives, please and thank you. Last message, it's time to stop fearing the worst, okay? That way you can get out of a mental prison. So when you do this, you're getting more expansion and patience here in your outcome towards yourself and others. Okay? And that's not a bad outcome. So I really hope that helps Cancers who pick number 2. Okay? That was your reading. All right, Cancers who pick number 3. You got anxiety. You got in each other we find ourselves. Because believe it or not, Cancers who pick number 3, we all have experienced anxiety. If you're a human being with a soul, okay? So yes, I have in many different ways in order to teach you, well, you can get through it. And huzzah, it's going to be not only a victory for you, but everybody around you, including me. And you got indecision. Okay? So here in this situation, you're needing to heal your anxiety and worry. Okay? And it's about expectations of having that new romantic partnership, okay? So in order to do that, you're going to be going through phases and cycles in order to release that anxiety and worry within inside you, not in your head. You're just learning how to get out of it, okay? So I'm going to give you the extended message so that way you can start getting out of it. 43. Sorry, 42. So, Cancers who pick number 3, here is your advice. Healing is indicated, especially of wounds about connection and trust, safety, and tribe, belonging, and permission to be your authentic, unique self. At a physical level, Cancers who pick number 3. More vitality is indicated and ample energy for healing. At a spiritual level, a deepening awareness of unified consciousness is opening up within you, which will bring you into deeper divine communion and increase your effectiveness as a healing presence, a sacred activist in this world. You have a destiny to fulfill, and there will be much help from many different people to fulfill it. The universe wants you to succeed, Cancers that pick number 3. So don't hesitate to ask and receive assistance for your fulfillment of your own mission helps others. Okay. When you do this is going to get you to be patient here in your outcome of where you want to go next after you get done healing. Because you're going to learn how to take a break from making a decision. If you go in a mental prison, you're going to do something from your self-care regiment because you know that's important to your journey. And it's going to help you confront this indecision by saying, ha, I have a decision, mother trucker, and you will never grip my mind or my body in order to stress me out no more. And if you notice why I'm being silly, because some of it you're needing to realize when you're happy, you make the best decisions, okay, Cancers? So it's not a bad outcome. You're going to have patience in order to make a decision where to go next in order to have that new romantic relationship, okay? Because you invest in yourself first, Cancers that pick number 3, in order to learn how to invest in someone else in a relationship. You had to nurture you, and that's pretty cool. So that's your reading, Cancers who pick number 3. I really hope it helps. Now let's move on to Leo. Dun, 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 dun. What's up, Leos? You guys and gals are doing well. Got to set up your pick a card reading and then we'll get started. You can pick 1, 2, or 3, or all the above. It's how you feel. But while I'm setting it up, have fun doing what you need to do while I'm in the background, and I'll let you know when it's all set up, okay? Oh, and by the way, cheers. I'm going to have some of my salted, what is it? Sea salt caramel tea. It's oh so good. All right. What can Leos do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a romantic relationship? For pick number 1. Thank you. What can Leos do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship? For pick number 2. Thank you. What can Leos do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship? Pick number 3. Give me 1 card for pick number 1. Thank you. Give me 1 card for pick number 2. Thank you. Give me 1 card for pick number 3. All right, Leos, you guys are up, guys and gals. So, Leos, you can pick 1, 2, or 3. This is about challenging yourself, reducing jealousy, and having a new romantic relationship, okay? Shout out and people in my chat and who are watching me. Hello. Now, Leos, if you pick number 1, you got Door to Spirit. Next one is Bring Love into the Situation, New Moon in Aquarius. Last one is the 3rd chakra, Archangel Chamuel. All right. Leos, here in the situation, you need to challenge yourself to have a new start in order to decide and explore new romantic soulmate, okay? So in order to do that, you need to give yourself some love here, okay, before you move into that new romantic relationship, okay? So I'm going to further elaborate by giving you an extended message to New Moon in Aquarius, okay? So you can have some fun, Leos, looking for that romance and woo! Love teasing, okay? It's part of being silly and joking around, huh, Leo? All right. So here's something to write in your journal, Leos, at pick number 1, okay? Or create a journal, okay? But you need to remind yourself to explore the idea. It's not what you know, it's whom you know. Who do you know, Leos? Write them down in your journal, or that person. Next thing, you need to be more detached from the situation. Next message, thinking outside the box will be so bring a solution. This is why you need to be detached. Because it's like, the best example I can give you, it's like, if you were asking me as a friend, and since I've been out of the situation, I know the whole picture. And so I'm here giving you advice. So now you're needing to come to my view and not be knee deep in the situation, okay? So how do you do that? You just take a break. Do something fun. That's how you detach yourself from the situation, because when you're balanced, you see things clearly, okay? Next thing, more pragmatism is called for, Leos, that pick number 1. Last one is improve your karma by doing some charitable work, please and thank you. Because you know, Leos, how big of a heart that you have, how you love helping people, because that's just who you are. Wonderful human beings. When you're doing something like helping people, you'll find someone you least expect that is going to mesh well with you while you're doing these charitable kind of things. And you'll be able to get to know them, and then you'll be like, huzzah, this actually worked. But not just that, you're enjoying helping people, and you get to see them do the same thing, and you're like, interested, kind of, let's see. You know what I mean? So when you do this and take the advice, this gets you energized, having more expansion and energy within inside you in order to move forward. So that way you're not stuck. This new challenge is literally getting you to do something different, and you're going to be victorious with this. You're going to have fun. It's not a bad outcome. Okay, Leos, that's your reading. Really hope it helps. Now, Leos who pick number 2, you got victory. Yippee! You got fixed moon, holds your vision. And angel of balance. Nice. Not bad, not bad. Pick number 2, Leos. I'm all excited for you. I mean, I'll even get goosebumps. I'm wearing long sleeve and everything. And I set it for like, was it 70 degrees in here because it's been snowing and everything. And then having rain showers and then snowing again. I'm like, woo, Mother Nature's having fun. She's literally going, well, there you go. There's your winter and then your rain, you freaking goofballs. You know what I mean? But anyway, pick number 2, Leos. Here in this situation, you're going to get a victory as long as you keep on working at it in order to reduce jealousy, take the lead, planning so you're keeping balance in your self-care regimen in order to reconcile. You'll just know who to reconcile with, okay? Because you will feel it, Leos, okay? You will feel it. But there will be a victory here in this situation when you reconcile. So here's your advice in order to hold your vision, fixed moon. So I'm going to give you the extended message in order to do so. Fixed moon. 106. All right. So for 1 month, please say this to yourself, Leos, that pick number 2. Yes, just say the word a lot and see how it feels. Yes, Leos. Next message, staying power, faith, or patience are needed. Please and thank you. Next thing, someone needs to back down. You'll just know who does. Next thing, avoid stagnation. Keep on moving forward, even if it's 1 step at a time, okay? Please and thank you. That means change up your routine, please and thank you. Last message, Leos who pick number 2, is your advice. A personal or professional relationship will be endearing, okay? So when you do this, you are changing things up and you're coming into emotional stability and patience. And that's great because you literally reduced that jealousy, you took the lead, and you did something different in order to reconcile. Okay? Not a bad outcome, Leos. Huzzah! That's your reading. I really hope it helps. Now, Leos who pick number 3, you got contract. Woo! That's cool. You got the precious and the rare. And happy family. Not a bad outcome. Yeah. All right. Leos who pick number 3. So, you're needing to heal expectations. Okay. In order to have that new romantic partnership. Okay. So here in this situation, you need to, in order to heal those expectations, you need to come up with a self-care routine, okay? And be consistent about it. This is what's going to bring calmness and balance and clarity, okay? So I'm going to give you the extended message to your advice of the precious and the rare. Is with that victory for all Leos, oh man, is it going to be glorious for all Leos to be happy and cultivating your beautiful, like, creative ideas and having fun. I've always had fun with the Leo. Got a lot of Leos in my life. And I'm very proud of each zodiac sign, but especially a Leo. Wrong book. 30. So here's your extended message, Leos that pick number 3. You have the strength to handle any challenge, even the ones that intimidate you, Leos. You may feel that you are alone in the fight sometimes, but there are forces of good in spirit and upon the earth that are fighting with you, Leos, supporting you, believing in you, assisting you, and championing your success. It may not always feel like it, Leos, but you are not in this alone. There is help at hand to uncover a piece of information which will allow truth and justice to prevail. To each one of you Leos, okay? What's getting channeled in, it's going to come soon, okay? So I'm going to find out what it is. So what is Leos need to know that is hidden from them that needs to come into light? Thank you. Hope. Love and acceptance, Leos. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth and choose loving thoughts. This is that you need to know now, okay? So if you want to, this is a good time, if it's in your belief system, to pray to Archangel Hope, okay? Or whatever God or goddess that is of hope to you in your belief system, okay? You don't have a bad outcome, Leos that pick number 3. You gain stability, closeness, fun again with family and friends. And you don't feel isolated and alone anymore, okay? So big hugs, Leos that pick number 3. I really hope it helps. And that was your reading. All right. Leos are done. So now we're going to move on to Virgo. Hey, what's up, Virgos? We're on the halfway point to Virgo land. Hope the Virgos are doing well. And so Virgos, if you haven't already, or anybody who's in my chat or watching me, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. There's going to be more to come on my channel. And there's timeless oracle pick a card readings that you guys can look at, whether you're a zodiac sign or non-zodiac sign, okay? So Virgos, I'm going to set up your reading and then we'll get started, okay? So have fun while I'm in the background setting it up, okay? So what can Virgos do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship? For pick number 1. Thank you. What can Virgos do to challenge themselves and reduce jealousy and have a new romantic relationship? For pick number 2. Thank you. What can Virgos do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship? Pick number 3. Thank you. All right. Give me one card for pick number 1. Give me one card for pick number 2. Give me one card for pick number 3. Thank you. All right, Virgos, you guys are up. You guys and gals. And this pick a card reading is all about challenging yourself, reducing jealousy, and having a new romantic relationship. You can pick 1, 2, or 3, or all of the above. Now, Virgos, if you picked 1, you got a door to personal healing and happiness. You got be bold and make the first move, Cardinal Moon. You got cornucopia. All right, Virgos who picked number 1, here in this situation, you're needing to have a new personal start here in your personal life in order to be happy and need to be healed, okay? So this is what you need to do, is challenge yourself to create this, decide and explore in order to have that new romantic soulmate, okay? So your advice is be bold and make the first move, Cardinal Moon. That's your advice here. You're going to have to take the lead and do this yourself first, towards yourself, and then towards this new romantic love, okay? But I'm going to further elaborate, okay, what your advice is by giving you an extended messages, okay? This is pretty cool. Cardinal Moon 104. So here's your mantra for 1 month, Virgos, that pick number 1. And that is, I am taking charge of my destiny. Okay? Say it 3 times in the mirror by yourself, please and thank you. Next message, be bold and follow your heart and your emotions, Virgos. Next thing, avoid recklessness or moving too fast. Next thing, come into your power. The time for action is now. Last thing, this is a good time to pray in your belief system, whether it's to the Hindu god Ganesh or Archangel Michael, whatever god and goddess belief system you have, Virgo, okay, in order to get help to remove any mental blockages, okay? So you can refocus and release stress from saying your prayers, okay? When you do this, this is reaching your wish fulfillment, having a new start with inside you and outside of you too as well. Your outcome is great because this is getting you to handle what's ever going on with inside you first, okay? So that way you invest more into what your wish fulfillment is, okay? So please write it down in your journal to see your progress, your ideas, because they're not stupid. Because when you see the growth that you make by looking back in your journal and those beautiful ideas that you want to cultivate, it's a beautiful gift to yourself, Virgos, okay? So that is your reading. I really hope it helps, Virgos. Now, if you're Virgos and you picked number 2, you got all tied up. You got your commitment is being tested first quarter moon. And you got hostilities. So here in the situation, you're going to learn to unblock yourself, Virgos, in order to reduce jealousy, to take the lead, to plan your self-care regimen and how you handle things on the outside in order to remain balanced, okay? In order to reconcile whatever it is, a situation with a person, okay? You just know who that person is, okay? The first is getting out of mental prison, feeling stuck, right? So, I'm going to give you an extended message to your commitment is being tested first quarter moon. So this is your advice. Yay, freedom, freedom, freedom is for a Virgo. Should make a freaking rock music for a Virgo getting like out of hermit mode and out of their head. Ooh, man, it's going to be like, would be freaking awesome. First quarter moon, 28. All right. Here is a mantra for you, what you can say to yourself for 1 month, Virgos that pick number 2. I am committed to my dreams and moving towards them with confidence. 3 times in the mirror by yourself, please and thank you. Next message, the answer to your question is yes, but not yet. Okay. Next thing is you're halfway to your goal. Okay. And reconciling and all that good stuff. Okay. But yes, but not yet. Next message, sometimes we just need to realize how much we want something. Some of you is someone. Woo! Next thing, final thing, you need to recommit to someone or something. And you'll just know because you'll feel it, okay? It's not a bad outcome because this is getting you to face any hostilities that are around you in this reconciliation and balance. So that way you can talk to them and being able to be balanced around the people who are blocking you to talk to whoever it is that you want to reconcile with, okay? And for some of you Virgos, this is just coming into balance of any hostilities that are going on within inside you, okay? You're learning how to confront these in such a different way. So yes, there are 2 different Virgos groups that are pick number 2. So this is why it comes with 2 different messages. And you'll just know which message it is because you'll feel it, okay? So it's not a bad outcome. You're confronting these hostilities, either within inside you or around you, creating that balance, okay, within inside you first. All right? Not a bad outcome. That's your reading, Virgos, that pick number 2. Now, Virgos who pick number 3, you got Angel of Balance. You got Mandela of the Moon. Last card, you got a victory. Hussa! Virgos that pick number 3, you got the first victory card out of the night. Yeah. Can you do a happy dance for me? Ding, 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 ding. All right, Virgos that pick number 3. Here in the situation, you're learning how to be balanced and cultivate your own emotional stability because you're healing expectations to have that new romantic relationship. That's great. So in order to do that, we're going to give you the first step, and that is advice from Mandela of the Moon. Okay. Very cool. 35. All right, here is your extended message. Pick number 3, Virgos. This oracle brings a sign of creative works will reach fulfillment. Relax with trust and positive expectations that all your needs will be met. This makes it easier for abundance to flow and all earthly and spiritual matters to fall into place accordingly to a great and loving higher intelligence, Virgos. Things are changing, even if you cannot see the physical evidence of this as of yet, Virgos. So trust that your actions are leading you into a better way of life. Rely on the universe, and you shall see how all things come together accordingly to a timing and higher order that suits you in ways even better than you could ever imagine by yourself. Okay. When you take this advice and start cultivating your own self-care regimen and being consistent about it, you're going to have a victory. Okay. This victory comes with a heads up. Keep on nurturing your self-care regimens. You're going to have to readjust it every once in a while in order to remain balanced. Because yes, you're going to have a victory here for yourself in order to cultivate, because you had to learn how to invest in yourself first before you invest in a new romantic relationship. This is huge. So be proud of yourself. Have a little party for yourself in some kind of way by getting your nails done, getting your hair did, having fun with friends and family. And then you'll know when you're ready to hit it to the next gear by going out with friends and family in order to meet that romantic relationship. And it'll lead to more victories because you'll feel it. And you won't feel it if you need to rebalance, okay? So that's your reading. I really hope it helps, Virgos. And we're done with Virgos, sun signs. Now we're going to move on to Libras. Woo! Cheers, Libras, and all zodiac signs, human beings that are watching me. All right. Now, if you're watching this and you're an Aries through Virgo, please rewind and do the playback. And that I am going to have timestamps and everything after this live is done. Just give me 15 to 30 minutes to do those timestamps when this live is done, okay? Other than that, you can watch me in the background until you want to hear your reading, your zodiac sign too, as well. And thank you for those who are being patient to hear their zodiac sign. Greatly appreciate you guys and gals. All right. Libras, you guys are up. Let me get your reading all set up for your pick a card, and then we'll get started. You can pick 1, 2, or 3, or all the above. All right. So now let's get it started with setting it up. What can Libras do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship for pick number 1? Thank you. What can Libras do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship for pick number 2? Thank you. What can Libras do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship for pick number 3? Thank you. Give me one card for pick number 1. Thank you. Give me one card for pick number 2. Thank you. Give me one card for pick number 3. Thank you. All right, Libras, you guys are up. This pick a card reading is all about challenging yourselves, reducing jealousy, and having a new romantic relationship. Now, if you pick number 1, Libras, you got indecision. You got it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. Not bad. And broken heart. All right, pick number 1, Libras. Here in the situation, you need to have patience here to make a decision. Okay, and if you want to challenge yourself to create and decide and explore a new romantic soulmate. So hearing your advice, in order for you to bring back into that patience and balance, Libras that pick number 1, you need time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. So I'm going to give you some messages and your advice, okay? And you can take it or leave it. So, for 1 month, say to yourself or in a mirror, emote better, it's all better out than in, okay? But you're confronting how you release your anger, meaning not yelling or screaming, or taking it out on yourself or others, okay? You're going to be doing it different. So I'm going to elaborate more. It's time to move from living fearfully to living joyfully. Next thing you have, your right to have your suspicions. Next thing, grudges are toxic, so let them go. And how you can let them go is actually investing in your meditation through your belief system, because all belief system has systems that I have studied have a moment of meditation, okay, in order to regain balance, okay? Last message, the end of an argument, okay? Your outcome looks good because this is what you're facing, your broken heart. And so now you're releasing. We sometimes forget, Libras, okay, that pick number 1, that we get angry because we skip over sadness and we're protecting that emotion. We also forget through our sadness, depression, anger, that if we stay there for so long, we're poisoning our own system. So it's okay to release. Just don't be stuck up in it. So it's, poisoning your system for a long time, okay? But your outcome looks great because you're facing this and confronting this in such a different way, Libras that pick number 1. And that's something to celebrate because you're evolutioning yourself. You're going through evolution within inside you. And this is what you needed to do, because we go through different stages in life in order to shed the old. For some people, they need to hear this, shed the old skin in order to have something new. Okay? So that's your outcome. Pick number 1, Libras. I really hope it helps. We got to channel in time to shed the old. Okay? Now, Libras who pick number 2. You got the thinking woman. You got meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. You got magician in the mirror, not a bad outcome. Woo-sa, that's cool. All right, pick number 2, Libras. So you're needing to learn and teach yourself how to reduce jealousy, become the leader in your life, planning, your self-care regiment, and remain balanced in nurturing that every single day, okay? In order to reconcile for whoever it is you want to reconcile with, and you'll know because you'll feel it. You've been feeling it for a while of who it is that you want to reconcile with, okay? So in order to make this possible, meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces is your advice. So I'm going to elaborate some more what that is for people who need to know. All right. So Libras at pick number 2, here's your advice. Use your feelings to guide your way. Logic won't work right now. Remind yourself every day for a month this. Use your feelings to guide your way. Logic won't work right now, okay? Next message, Libras. Face your fears. They may be holding you back. Next message, this situation is being healed. Yippee! Next message, it's time to surrender to the divine. Chant Om Namo Om Namo Na Ra Ya Nim. Om Namo Na Ra Ya Nim. Okay. Next message, avoid being deceptive or willingly deceived. Okay. And when you do this, this is getting you to understand your emotional stability. So there's going to be change here with inside you and more expansion on the outside. Okay. It's not a bad outcome because you come into your true power here where you're stable and you know where you're going in life and with this reconciliation. Okay. And for some of you Libras, you need to know this crystal clear. Yes, you will reconcile with this person and it's going to go well. Okay. So it's not a bad outcome. So Libras, I picked number 2. I really hope it helps. Now Libras who picked number 3. You got community. You got she with an Aiden emerald heart. Not bad. And this 3rd chakra, Archangel Chamuel. Husa, very cool. You know, Libra, that pick number 3, you got the Cheerio song. You know, old school Cheerios. Energy is what you need to fill your bowl with Cheerios. You got a lot to do before lunch. That's what got channeled in, goofballs. Yep, Cheerio fans. Don't forget to eat some good. Now, I'm not a big Cheerios fan. No offense, Cheerios. I stay away from processed foods because it's processed. Oh my God. Yeah. So, but that's what got your little music tune that got channeled in, okay? Libras, pick number 3. So here in the situation, you're needing to heal aspects of that new, like not aspects, but expectations of this new romantic love, okay, or romantic relationship you want. Yes, it's someone that you know here in the situation because you guys are both kindred spirits, okay? So if you're doubting yourself about that, if you guys are going to have things in common or still have things in common, you guys do, okay? So all you need to do here in your advice in order to heal those expectations is heal your heart space, okay? Your heart, your beautiful mind and body, because everything is whole. If you were to do it separately, man, oh man, are you like a robot circuit breaker, you know? Get what I mean by a circuit breaker? You're having to change things up. No, you're a beautiful human being, okay, is what I'm trying to say. So you don't have to worry about seeing things separately. You're whole. So we're going to help you feel whole again, okay? So I'm going to give you an extended message. She with the 8 in emerald heart, 38. It's your advice. So Libras, here's your advice that pick number 3. Don't hold back from what is happening. Things need to change, so let them change. It may seem chaotic or overwhelming now. However, when you realize that you don't need to figure it all out, you will relax, allowing the wisdom of what is happening at a deeper level to unfold. So trust that your inner resources are enough and will grow to meet your needs for soul expression in the world. You may sometimes feel like you are juggling too many subjects with too few arms. The Divine Mother, Libra, can help you if you trust her to keep an eye out on things and guide the process for you. This oracle indicates that peace and harmony will eventually triumph over conflict and challenge, Libras. So it'll bring about a new way of being. And the new way of being is teaching you how to invest in yourself with your new self-care regimen, okay? So when you do, you're going to feel very energized here in your outcome, okay? It's not a bad outcome. You'll know where you need to go. You'll have fun again and feeling recharged, okay? So that's your reading, Libras. That pick number 3. I really hope it helps. Now we're going to move on to Scorpios. Oh my God, Scorpio land. Where it's Halloween all the time. No, I'm just playing. Cheers, everyone who's watching me. Water time. All right. Now, what's up, Scorpios? I'm going to get your reading all set up. So have me in the background, do what you want to do, have some fun while I set up your reading, and then I'll let you know. Hey, I'll let you know when we start, okay? And it's all done and set up. So what can Scorpios do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship? For pick number 1. What can Scorpios do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship for pick number 2? Cute. What can Scorpios do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship for pick number 3? Give me one card for pick number 1. Cute. Give me one card for pick number 2. Give me one, actually, not that one. Hee. Almost forgot this one. Give me one card for pick number 3. Cute. All right, Scorpios, you guys are up. You can pick 1, 2, or 3, or all the above. This is all about challenging yourself, reducing jealousy, and having a new romantic relationship. Now, if you pick number 1, Scorpios, you got 3rd chakra, Archangel Chamuel. You got have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. Woo, that's awesome. All right. All right. Community. Not a bad outcome, too. Very cool. Impressive. And say hi in the chat real quick. Hi, everyone that's watching me and saying hello in the chat to me. Thank you for joining me. So, Scorpio. That pick number 1. So here in the situation, you need to challenge yourself to do something different in order to create a different outcome, in order to decide and explore new romantic soulmate, okay? So part of it is investing in yourself first, okay? So that way you're feeling re-energized and recharged and not drained anymore, okay, about this situation, all right? So in order to do that, we're going to give you your advice. Have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. And I'm going to give you more extended messages to your advice, okay? So you feel more recharged in order to do this. Because you're going to have fun exploring your new romantic soulmate. Love to tease, Scorpios, in a playful way, just in case you didn't know. Waxing 26. All right. For 1 month, okay, Scorpios, got to move around because my butt cheek's going to turn numb. We don't like that here. We like to wiggle it. So no pins and needles and shock up and down the thigh, you know. Because I'm a tall woman. I am 5'11", okay. And even if you're tall or short, you still need to wiggle your butt every once in a while. Especially if you've been sitting for almost like 2 hours now. Okay, Scorpio, I'm sure you understand. All right, Scorpios. Pick number 1. Here's your advice. For 1 month, please say in a mirror 3 times on your own, I'm focused on what I want. Okay? Confidence. Sometimes silliness, because that's what creates confidence, okay? When you're joyful. Next message, Scorpios. Just because you can't see your dreams, it doesn't mean that they're not manifesting, okay? We're manifesting every day of our lives, ever since we were born into this glorious world, being glorious human beings, okay? Next message, don't look back. Stay focused on moving forward. Please and thank you. Next message, be patient as events unfold. Okay. Last message, dig a little deeper to find more courage. Okay. Even if you have to watch the old Wizard of Oz and laugh at and be silly watching that lion show how he can be fearful but then courageous at the end, okay? If you need to relearn what that looks like, okay, Scorpios? Watch it with your kid if you need to, okay? If you have kids. All right. Or your fur babies, okay? All right. When you do so, you don't have a bad outcome because you'll be able to find your soulmate and they'll have a lot in common, okay? Even if you guys look different, act different, you get what I mean? Out in the community. So I get out in the community as in on or offline, okay? You'll just know who it is because you'll feel it, all right? It'll be an attraction beyond physical, okay? And that's what you need to know, all right? So I really hope it helps Scorpios that pick number 1. That was your reading. Now, Scorpios who pick number 2, you got door to spirit. You got emotions are running high, supermoon. Whoosah! Only in a Scorpio reading, right? Scorpio's got to be all out and proud. And storm warning. It's not a bad outcome. It's on how you look at it, right? So, Scorpios who pick number 2, here in the situation, you need to create a new start here in order to reduce jealousy. Use your leadership if you haven't, so take the lead. Start planning your self-care regimen in order to remain balanced here, especially when there's a lot of emotions going on and how you feel in order to reconcile with somebody that you want to reconcile with, okay? A lot of emotions. Lot. Intensity. Boom, right there in your face, right, Scorpio? So I'm going to give you your advice messages, okay? Pretty cool. Supermoon 110. All right, for 1 month, Scorpios that pick number 2, you need to say this to yourself or in a mirror by yourself 3 times. Success is close. I must trust. Okay. Next thing, a resolution to your question is closer than you may think. Okay, Scorpios, that was your next message. Next one is don't ignore the obvious or be aloof to it. Okay. Next one, something exciting lies ahead. So start getting excited for that new start. Okay. Next thing is make sure you don't blow events out of proportion. So what got channeled in with that one, make sure you're consistent with your self-care regimen. Because if you're not good, no one's good, right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Not flirting there, Scorpio. Okay, just letting you know. Next and final message, speak to the goddess and ask her for assistance. So it can be the goddess or goddess, a god or goddess of your choosing, depending on your belief system, okay? So heads up with that. You don't have a bad outcome, Scorpio, because you come to a completion. You're in hermit mode and you pick and choose your battles. And this comes with a warning, okay, Scorpios that pick number 2. If someone else causes the drama, then they will be the one cleaning it up. So please don't be the one that does cause the drama, okay? So we don't want anybody, let alone a Scorpio, to have to clean more than they have to in their household, let alone other crap, you know what I mean? So it's not a bad outcome. Thing was relapsing on the connection, so it reconnected, okay? So Scorpios that pick number 2, that is your reading. I really hope it helps. Now Scorpios that pick number 3, you got strategy. You got powering awakening. Power awakening. Woo! I had to say it 2 times because it was getting me all tongue-tied. And adjacent possibilities. Nice. So Scorpios that pick number 3. So here in the situation, you have to come up with a strategy in order to heal expectations to have that new romantic relationship. So part of it is learning how to grow and expand here through power awakening. So I'm going to give you the extended message to that so you can start the process, okay? This is learning how to be patient. And you'll know when to move towards that new romantic love, okay? And heal those expectations while you're being patient, okay? So here's that extended message. You got this, Scorpios that pick number 3. You don't let fear or hesitation hold you back. Apply yourself fully to the task. Let go of old ways of viewing yourself as incapable, scattered, or wasteful of energy. You have the ability to focus intently, to generate clear intention, and to achieve ambitions through step-by-step methods and apply will, okay? You have the inner resources to you need for successful completion. Even if no one else recognizes your potential, Scorpios that pick number 3, and believes in your future success, in due course they will understand differently. By then you will already be moving on to your next task. So trust your sense of timing, have patience, and when you know it, it'll be time to leap and do it without hesitation, okay? And that's that new beginning to that romantic relationship, okay? Your outcome is great because it's somebody you didn't expect, okay? Someone new that you didn't expect. To be very crystal clear, Scorpios that pick number 3. What keeps on getting channeled in, they're unlike what you ever imagined, okay? So heads up with that, Scorpios. I really hope that helps. That was your reading. And now, let's move on to Sagittarius. Cheers, everyone. I'm going to drink some water. And a little bit of sea salt tea. All right. It says sea salt caramel tea, sorry. Just in case you wanted to know. You get it off of Amazon, but I'm not like sponsored or anything. All right. What's up, Sagittarius is? You guys are up. So we're going to look into challenging yourself, reducing jealousy, and having a new romantic relationship. It's that kind of pick a card reading. You can decide 1, 2, or 3, or all of the above. Now I'm going to set it up and then we'll get started right after, okay? So have fun while I'm setting it up. So what can Sagittariuses do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship? for pick number 1. What can Sagittariuses do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship? For pick number 2. Thank you. What can Sagittariuses do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship? For pick number 3. Thank you. Hold on, dropped a card. There we go. Shuffle it a couple times. All right. Please give me one card for pick number 1. Thank you. Please give me one card for pick number 2. Thank you. Please give me one card for pick number 3. All right, Sagittariuses, you guys are up. It's all set up for your pick a card reading. You can pick 1, 2, or 3. This is all about challenging yourselves and reducing jealousy and having a new romantic relationship. So if you pick number 1, you got Angel of Strength, Sagittariuses. You got Emotions Are Running High, Super Moon. And Envy. All right. So Sagittarius is here in the situation. You're needing to take the lead and having strength to do it. In order to challenge yourself to do something different, to create and decide and explore about a new romantic soulmate, okay? So in order to do that, you're needing to deal with your emotions in such a different way so you can accomplish that. And remove any more blockages after that as well, is what I get. So first, your advice. So I'm going to give you your extended messages. Super Moon. All right, so Sagittarius, that pick number 1. For 1 month, say this to yourself or in a mirror 3 times by yourself. Success is close. I must trust. Okay. Next message, a resolution to your question is closer than you may think. Huzzah. Excitement. Yes. Next message, don't ignore the obvious or be aloof about it. Please and thank you. Next message, something exciting lies ahead. Okay, Sagittarius is. Next message, make sure you don't blow events out of proportion, please and thank you. Last message, speak to the god or goddesses of your choosing, of whatever your belief system is, okay? And ask for assistance, please and thank you. Because when you do, it's getting you to start confronting your lack here in your outcome, whatever's going on within inside you of why you want more. It's okay to want more, but you are exploring why you want that new soulmate, and you're going to learn how to remove blockages before you do, because we all have different reasons, right? Loneliness is the biggest one. Learning how to be happy in our own company is the new investment we come to realize through lack. But everybody's different, okay? We're not above or below each other, okay, Sagittarius is. Pick number 1. You're just learning something new. in order to remove blockages, okay? Because it's your time. Your turn. Sagittarius are like, damn it. But you can have fun because you're learning things that are new, so you can not feel restricted, but learn how to feed your own soul, okay, through that lack by meditating, investing in your self-care regimen, and learning more, okay? So that's your reading, Sagittarius, that pick number 1. Really hope that helps. Now, Sagittarius, that pick number 2, you got first chakra Archangel Michael. You got win-win outcome for is forecasted. Full moon in Libra. Very cool. And you got the thinking man. Okay, so here in the situation, you're going to be learning how to create your own stability. In order to have that reconciliation about someone you know, is what's getting channeled in, okay? In order for you to take the lead towards them, plan for this emotional stability within inside you through cultivating balance through your self-care regimen and being consistent about it. And it'll also help reduce jealousy, okay? Sagittarius. So in order to do that, I'm going to give you your advice in win-win and forecast. This is learning how to teach yourself what balance is. When you have meditation, you create balance. And it doesn't matter whatever belief system you are, okay? Sagittarius. You can create balance too with being in Mother Nature, eating well, rest and rejuvenation, stuff like that. So I go through a list so that way it sparks ideas within inside you of what you think brings you balance within reason, okay? Nothing toxic, nothing addiction, okay? I have to be crystal clear because some people are silly about that. So it's okay. I don't mind doing that. So here is your extended messages I'm going to give you, okay, Sagittarius, that pick number 2, full moon in Libra. All right, here's what you need to say to yourself for 1 month in the mirror 3 times, or to yourself, but it has to be alone, please and thank you. Sagittarius, that pick number 2. Please say, let go of which is falling away. Okay, it's okay. Next message, you need to know about your advice, okay? Sagittarius, see the other person through the eyes of love. It will change your perspective. Okay, and I'm talking about the person you want to reconcile with, okay? Whoever that is that you know. Next message, it's time for you to make a firm decision, Sagittarius. Next message, time for you to focus on yourself for a while. It's okay to be selfish. It doesn't make you above or below anybody. You just need to get certain things in order, and you know what those are, and it's all right. We all got to do it, right? Sagittarius, big hugs. Next message, look after yourself, but avoid vanity, okay, Sagittarius? Last message, now is a great time for a makeover, and have fun with it. Come out of your comfort zone, because now is the time to revitalize yourself and feel happy about this new makeover, okay? And that is your advice. Your outcome is great because you're creating emotional stability and you're being calm more in situations. And it's also, this person is going to be, you both are going to be teaching yourself things, okay? But first, you're teaching yourself this new way of being, so that way you're happy. More knowledge and wisdom is on the horizon for Sagittariuses that pick number 2. And it's oh so good, okay? So big hugs, Sagittariuses that pick number 2. That's your reading. I really hope it helps. Now, Sagittariuses that pick number 3. You got storm warning. You got Ken of the Red Hawk tribe. And strategy. Not a bad outcome. All right. Sagittariuses that pick number 3. You're needing to learn how to navigate through situations by picking and choosing your battles, so that way you heal expectations in order to have that new romantic relationship. So in order to do so, I'm going to give you an extended message. But what I get right off this card of channeling, you need to go within. That means using your self-care regimen of meditation, whatever belief system you are in, okay? I'm going to further elaborate by giving you an extended message too. 39. So a divine message is here for you now, Sagittariuses that pick number 3. Your advice: so be open to the signs from the universe. You are more mature spiritually than you may realize. You have the ability to share wisdom and honesty with your tribe. If you are still searching for your tribe, trust yourself. You will recognize them instinctively when you meet them, even if on the outside they seem different to you. You are seeing things clearly, Sagittariuses. So trust your vision and have patience. Speak your truth, but do so with compassion, because your words have greater influence than you may realize. And when the moment is right, take action. A way will be shown for you to manifest your spiritual light in this world in practical ways. Okay? Your outcome looks great because you're coming up with a plan. You always had a plan, but now you're more intensive into writing things down in your journal and stuff. So I'm going to ask a question in your outcome by using a different deck to clarify. So please clarify strategy of what key do they need to know in their plan to activate. Thank you. What you need to activate in your plan, Sagittarius, is here in your outcome. So please write it down, is Horus, cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. This is the crown chakra. So look into the crown chakra and how you can manifest through your prayers in order to set a plan and focus your intention, because part of your power is through your spiritual process. Okay, so you're needing to know this. Pick number 3, Sagittariuses. Okay, it's not a bad outcome. You're creating balance and a new start here in your strategy. So good job. Woosah! Very cool. So I really hope that helps. And just so you know, you are protected too. So heads up with that. All right. Oh, you're welcome in the chat. I just saw that. Thank you guys and gals that are joining me. We're moving on to Capricorn, but thank you guys so much. Been seeing a lot of love from different zodiac signs tonight, especially Leo and Sagittariuses. Greatly appreciate you, beautiful human beings. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because there's going to be more zodiac and non-zodiac readings to come, okay? And I'll let you guys know more of an update. I'm about to get tongue-tied. Update at the end of this live, okay? So cheers. I'm going to drink some water, and then we're going to move on to Capricorn. What up, Capricorns? We're going to do your pick a card reading. Okay, Capricorns, you can pick 1, 2, or 3, and this is all about challenging yourselves, reducing jealousy, and having a new romantic relationship. So like I said, you can pick 1, 2, or 3, or all the above. I'm going to set it up. Have fun in the doing what you're doing while I'm in the background doing it, of setting up your reading, and then I'll let you know when we're done, okay? What can Capricorn do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship for pick number 1? What can Capricorns do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship for pick number 2? Thank you. What can Capricorns do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship for pick number 3? Thank you. Give me one card for pick number 1. Give me one card for pick number 2. Give me one card for pick number 3. Thank you. Hey, Capricorns, we are ready, okay? So, Capricorns who want to pick 1, 2, or 3, or all the above, if you pick number 1, you got 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. You got time to breathe out, disseminating moon. I had to say it slow so I didn't get tongue-tied. And last card, attachment. All right, here in the situation, you're needing to expand upon your communication, okay? So you need to give yourself that time and space to be comfortable in your own skin so you can communicate, okay? So how you challenge yourself is giving yourself that time and space to create, decide, and explore how you want to communicate with that new romantic soulmate, okay? So your advice is take time to breathe out, okay? So when you're breathing out and taking out that time and space for yourself, you're learning how to invest in yourself in a different way, okay? That means sometimes you have to upgrade yourself, okay? You have to remove any blockages inside you, okay? Through doing some spiritual processes, okay? Within your belief system, okay? So I'm going to further elaborate what this breathe out advice is by giving you extended messages, okay? But slowly and steady, you'll win the race, if it is a race. 34. All right, for 1 month, Capricorns, say to yourself or in a mirror for 3 3 times in a mirror, all by yourself, okay? I am where I'm at. Sorry, I am where I am, and it's okay. Okay? Next message, you should know where you stand, either now or very soon. Next message, you need to take some time out for your own good, please and thank you. Next message, it's time for you to share your wisdom and experience with someone else. You'll just know who it is because you'll feel it. Last message, avoid falling into a slump, please and thank you. Especially around the time when you're starting to feel depressed, or if it's winter time, invest in your creativity, art, dance, song, and taking good care of yourself with the self-care regimen, okay? That's what I got in your advice as well. So your outcome doesn't look bad because you're breaking patterns, old routines, and confronting things in such a different way by instilling new practical self-care regimen routine for yourself so you feel more joyful and all that. In order for you to expand upon your mind and how you talk to yourself, and how you're going to be able to expand upon and how you want to be open with a new romantic soulmate, okay? So this new investment is going to get you to create change, okay? Out with the old, in with the new, huh? Capricorns that pick number 1, and it's not a bad outcome, okay? Change is afoot. And it's all because of you guys wanting it, okay? If you don't want it, there's not going to be any change. Get what I mean? All right, so that's your reading, Capricorns that picked number 1. I really hope it helps. Now, Capricorns who picked number 2, you got Angel of Love. You got New Moon in Gemini. You got Goddess of the Moon. Not bad. Not a bad outcome at all. So here in the situation, you're needing to move on from situations, romantic or not, of people who don't want to be deep with you. For some of you, when you hear it like that, or not want to be open, only want to be on surface level, okay? In order to reduce jealousy, in order to take the lead in planning, in order to remain balanced, in order to reconcile, okay? You'll just know who you need to reconcile with, Capricorns that pick number 2, because you will feel it, okay? So here's your advice. Communication is key, New Moon in Gemini, and so we're going to explore your advice by giving you messages, okay? So do you feel comfortable and secure doing this if you want to reconcile? All right, so Capricorns, here's your advice. Write this list and come back to it every single day for 1 month to remind yourself, okay? Here's the list that you need to write. Write a list of all the people you love most. See if you're prioritizing them, please and thank you. Next message, time to tell someone how you feel, Capricorns, that pick number 2. Next message, don't be all in your head and not in your heart. Next thing, someone is flirting with you, and you need to realize that. And it's not me. I have to be crystal clear with that, okay? Next message, Read more books, please and thank you, within reason. And why I say within reason, because we know when we get in that freaking, I get all white and nerdy with books too, okay? When we want to get all up in books and man, it's really gripping us in, you need to get sleep too. So make sure you find a balance with that, all right? Your outcome looks great because you're actually going within, using your spirituality or religion, whatever belief system you are in, and you're expanding from the inside out. You're learning how to remove blockages through your spiritual process, Capricorns. And it's oh so great. I'm going to clarify your outcome with one card from the light deck. Clarify, Goddess of the Moon, of what expansion they'll be receiving here in their outcome with inside them. Woo, this is going to be great. All right, so the expansion you're receiving in your outcome is your thoughts are magnetic and powerful, Capricorns. Miraculous changes are occurring. So look into your crown chakra and what that means. You're going to be manifesting beautiful ideas that are going to come through your spiritual process, your meditation, okay? And that's not bad. All right? So that's your reading, Capricorns, that pick number 2. I really hope it helps. Now, Capricorns that pick number 3, you got the Garden and the Gate. You got She Rests to Create. And Healer of the Ages. Hi out in the chat. People who are saying hi to me in the chat, hello. So Capricorns that pick number 3. Here in the situation, you're needing to come out of your comfort zone so you can heal expectations on having that new romantic partnership. So in order to do so, you're needing to come out of your comfort zone to do something different. And you got She Rests to Create. So you're needing to get some rest and rejuvenation in order to be able to understand through your rest, clarity, and through your dreams, you're going to go hand in hand to help you create what you want next and what you need to heal first, okay, with inside you. And there's nothing bad because you're learning something different, like investing into yourself first in that self-care regiment and whatever it is that's going to keep you balanced through your journey. You're going to learn how to do that stuff first, all the great stuff. And then you'll know the next process of how to start that new romantic relationship, because you'll go about things completely different instead of it being the continuous cycle and routine, okay? So let me give you that extended message to your advice. So, Capricorns who picked number 3, here's your advice. You have more than enough energy to bring to life the sacred visions held within your heart. An increase of energy and peacefulness is indicated. You are guided to choose high energy people, places, and purposes. Please and thank you. This does not necessarily mean that which is highly stimulating. Rather, it refers to that which regenerates you with peacefulness and joy. Give generously to yourself, Capricorns, to be able to give generously to others. You have unusual ideas or ways of being that suit you, but may not suit others. So work with that which works for you best. without trying to force yourself to conform. This brings well-being and creative success, okay? And when you do this, you come into healing. And some of you need to really know this. Some of you are healers, Capricorns, but you invest in your healing in the outcome because you find out what heals you. And that's wonderful. And more are going to follow this year, not just with you, Capricorns, all human beings. Everybody needs their turn, right? Because some people are caught up in their journey. But you guys are next to be healed, okay? Very cool. So, I'm going to clarify with one card, Capricorn, your outcome. Clarify the healer of the ages and what they're evolving into. Thank you. You're evolving into a magic manifester, okay? Isis, magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused, Capricorns. And that's what you're evolving into in your outcome, okay? So write down those beautiful ideas and the progress you make on your path, because it's a beautiful gift to yourself, okay? And you deserve that. And your ideas are not stupid, okay? And that's your reading, Capricorns, that pick number 3. Really hope it helps. Now let's move on to Aquarius. Woo! Oh man, it's almost at the end of the zodiac signs. Little tear. I'm enjoying myself doing these zodiac pick a card readings. Man, it's almost the end of the year too, huh? Let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to at the end of this year and next year. I would like to know, because what I'm looking forward to is a lot more mental health healing for everybody. Because when we're all conscious and balanced, it's easy for all of us to create with each other, you know? All right, Aquariuses, you guys are up. What up, Aquariuses? Hope you guys and gals are doing well. So in your guys' pick a card reading, it's all about what you can do to challenge yourselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship, okay? You can pick 1, 2, or 3, or all the above. Flex those beautiful muscles, whether you're male or female, of your intuition and your instinct, okay? So while you're doing that and figuring it out and having fun, I'll be setting up your reading, and then I'll let you know when we start, okay? Thank you. So what can Aquariuses do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship for pick number 1? Thank you. What can Aquariuses do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship for pick number 2? Thank you. What can Aquariuses do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship? For pick number 3. Thank you. Please give me one card for pick number 1. Thank you. Please give me one card for pick number 2. Thank you. Please give me one card for pick number 3. Thank you. All right, Aquariuses, calling all Aquariuses. Your pick a card reading is up, okay? You can pick 1, 2, or 3, or all the above. So cheers really quick and have some tea. So if you pick number 1, this is all about, the question is all about challenging yourselves, reducing jealousy, and having a romantic relationship. So Aquariuses, if you pick number 1, you got victory. Yeah. You got it's time to release negativity, new moon in Scorpio. Very cool. And community, not a bad outcome. All right. All right, Aquarius. So, in order to have this victory, in order to have a new romantic soulmate, okay, you're needing to challenge yourself to create, decide, and explore new ways of having fun to meet a new romantic soulmate, okay? The first step in order to have this victory is invest in your self-care regimen and be consistent about it, okay? So in order to do that, I'm going to give you your advice on how to release that negativity, okay? We all got to do it, Aquariuses. Now it's your turn. You're like, oh, darn. Do some kickboxing, right? I'm releasing it. Full moon in Scorpio. When you do this, this is really going to transform the whole situation where it's like, oh, cool. It's not the same freaking patterns all over again, you know, Aquarius. So Aquariuses, pick number 1. Here's your advice. For 1 month, say to yourself or say in the mirror 3 times, emote, it's all better out than in. Meaning all that negativity is out better than in. And you'll just know how to release it because I'm going to elaborate some more. It's time to move from living joyfully, pulling it all back. It's time to move from living fearfully to living joyfully. Got it out. Next thing, Aquarius, is you're right to have your suspicions, okay? Next thing, grudges are toxic, so let them go. Because if you hold resentment, depression, fear, anxiety, sadness, anger, look it up. And scientifically, you are poisoning your system. So this is why you're needing to do things different by using exercise different, and you'll just explore it because you'll be like, okay, the writing my conflict thing and erasing it may not be what I want. So let's see if meditation works, and you will do some different things because you're going to have fun exploring your self-care regimen and attuning it to your needs because everybody's different. So this is why I come up with different ideas and it lets you guys know. Rest and rejuvenation, meditation, being it with Mother Nature. You know, there's so many different things that it's going to get sparking ideas for you to meet your needs of a self-care regimen, okay? So, last message, an end of an argument, okay? So I see it's great because you're actually going out in the community here, and so you're going to meet a kindred soul that's going to mix well with you. So dating is at hand in your outcome, okay, Aquariuses, that pick number 1. Huzzah! Have fun with that too. Because you took out that time and space to, invest in yourself. And in return, Now you're going to be ready here in your outcome to invest in that new romantic soulmate. Yay! For Aquariuses. Big hugs. So that's your reading, Aquariuses, that pick number 1. Really hope that helps. Now, Aquariuses that pick number 2. You got the contract. Yeah. You got don't let pride get in your way, new moon in Leo. And happy family. All right. So, Aquariuses that pick number 2. Here in the situation, you're needing to agree to a new way of doing things, okay? In order to be balanced here. Because when you're joyful, you're balanced here in the situation. So how can you do that? Well, you need to come up with a contract to yourself in order to reduce jealousy, take the lead in your life, plan a self-care regimen that is good for you within reason, in order to remain balanced, in order to reconcile with somebody here that you've already been in a relationship with, okay? So how do you do that? Don't let pride get in your way. And I'm going to elaborate here on your advice, okay? Aquarius, that pick number 2. Full moon in Leo. All right. So here's what you need to say to yourself or in the mirror 3 times for 1 month, okay, Aquarius? Be magnificent without being too plain too much, okay? Plain as in Plain. Be magnificent without being plain too much. Next message, self-esteem is good, but vanity is not. Next message, everyone is equally important. Okay, Aquarius? Even you. Next message, creative urges should be followed, so work some magic, okay? Because your ideas are not stupid, Aquarius. So write them down in a journal. It may not make sense now, but it will be a gift to you later on in the future. It will make sense then. Last message, a friendship may be ending now, and you'll just know because you've been feeling it, okay? All right. So your outcome looks great because you're going to have emotional stability, fun, and closeness here with people around you, of friends and family. So this is not a bad outcome, okay? So reconciliation's at hand with those friends and family members, okay? So heads up with that, okay, Aquarius? Not a bad outcome. And that's your reading. I really hope it helps. Now let's move on to pick number 3 for Aquarius. Got door to romance. You got guardian of Pueo, Pueo. And rest and rejuvenation. All right. So pick number 3, Aquarius. In order for a new beginning in romance, you're needing to heal expectations to have that new romantic relationship, okay? So in order to do so, you need to have that time and space for yourself. So I'm going to give you an extended message to your advice, 24. So information that may be hidden for a time will come to light. Aquarius, pick number 3. There is a guiding intelligence assisting your safety through a situation in your life that is otherwise confusing or dangerous for you. There are divine powers helping you in all situations to do with battles and unfairness or injustice, whether you are consciously aware of these things or not. Trust in the signs that you see, and especially in the truth that you hear. Sometimes beneath what is actually being said, the accuracy of your insights and perceptions are heightened at this time. Akua in Hawaiian refers to vulnerable ancestors. This oracle has indicated that loved ones on the other side are sending you love and assistance and are receiving your prayers and intentions for their own healing. Okay, Aquarius? Your outcome is great because you get rest and rejuvenation here in hermit mode in order to have a new start here. What is their new start going to entail? Your new start, Aquarius, is going to entail you deserve love, you are lovable. So this is what you need to focus on. Because when you love yourself first, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So you Aquariuses are attracting that person in by loving yourself, nurturing yourself, healing, and all that good stuff. So it's not a bad outcome, okay? So I really hope that helps, Aquariuses. That pick number 3. Big hugs. All right. So now let's move on to Pisces, the last zodiac sign of this live. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that way you're notified by the upcoming readings. Now there is going to be a mix of non-zodiac signs and all zodiac sign readings coming up. Okay, so giving you a heads up. And if you want to see your zodiac sign and a lot easier with timestamps, give me 15 to 30 minutes after this live so that way I can put them in the comment area and also in the description box, okay? So cheers, some water. All right. So what up, Pisces? I'm going to get your reading all squared away first by setting it up with a pick a card reading. You can pick 1, 2, or 3, or all the above. This is pick a card reading to challenge you, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship, okay? So while you're having fun in, right now and in the background, I'll set it up and then let you know when we start, okay? So what can Aquarius, sorry, I'm going to pull it back. Pisces. Pisces like, I was paying attention, dang. So what can Pisces do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship with pick number 1? Thank you. What can Pisces do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship for pick number 2? What can Pisces do to challenge themselves, reduce jealousy, and have a new romantic relationship for pick number 3? Thank you. Please give me one card for pick number 1. Thank you. Please give me one card for pick number 2. Please give me one card for pick number 3. All right, Pisces, you guys are up. And so you can pick 1, 2, or 3, or all the above. This is about challenging yourselves, reducing jealousy, and having a new romantic relationship. So if you pick number 1, Pisces, you got yin and yang. You got the answers you need are coming full moon in Gemini. Very cool. And hostilities. All right, Pisces. In order to feel whole again, you need to challenge yourself to create, decide, and explore a new romantic soulmate. Because what got channeled in here in the situation, the other ones haven't been working, have they? So it's time to do something different where you're investing in yourself, where you feel whole and balanced again. So in order to do that, I want to give you the extended message to your advice of the answers you need are coming full moon in Gemini. How you communicate with yourself and how you communicate with others. To be crystal clear. Full moon in Gemini. All right. For 1 month, okay, whenever you need it, because you'll know, because you'll feel it, okay, it's in whether you're in a situation or not, okay, Pisces, whether you're alone or if you're in a confrontation, I want you to be able to close your eyes, okay, and say to yourself 3 times, have an important conversation, but stay calm, okay? Here's the next message. Don't be superficial, please and thank you. Next message, someone is trying to flirt with you. Have you noticed? It's not me, Pisces. Big hugs, okay? Next message, you need to laugh off the situation and just move on, please and thank you. Next message, and final message, job applications have good prospects, okay? And your outcome is good because you're going to be confronting hostilities in such a different way with inside you first, okay? That way you can deal with hostilities, confrontations that are on the outside of you with grace, okay? Especially if there's anybody that's different from you, all right? It's not a bad outcome. I'm going to clarify this outcome. What evolution is happening with inside Pisces through these hostilities in their outcome? Thank you. Awakening presence is your evolution. The universe is with you, Pisces. Wear a cloak of protection and love. Okay? You are loved unconditionally, Pisces, by whatever belief system, God or goddess that you believe in, all right? So big hugs, Pisces. That pick number 1, that is your reading. I really hope it helps. All right, Pisces who picked number 2. You got 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. You got a new start is coming, new moon. Husa, that's cool. And you got 1st chakra, Archangel Michael. Awesome. All right, so Pisces that picked number 2. Here in the situation, you need to see clearly what you want, okay? In order to have that reconciliation, reduce jealousy, take the lead, and plan in order to have balance through this reconciliation, okay? And you just know who you need to reconcile with, because you'll feel it, okay? So in order to have this new start with inside you about this reconciliation, pick number 2 for Pisces. I'm going to give you an extended message, okay, to your advice. And this is your advice. New moon. 23. So for 1 month, Pisces, say to yourself or in a mirror 3 times, I'll see it when I believe it. You know, that new start. Next message, a new start is on its way, Pisces. Next message, you will soon start to feel more helpful about getting what you want. Next message, your belief that your dreams can manifest is working well. So remind yourself, please, of that throughout the month. Last thing, forget about the past. Please and thank you. So your outcome looks great, Pisces. You gain stability, more expansion, and change is going to be afoot. And you also get stability with your finances and career too. So please clarify the 1st chakra, Archangel Michael, of what change is coming to Pisces for pick number 2. Thank you. Is that the change that's coming to you, Pisces, is cloak of wisdom. You already know the answer you seek, so trust what you know. And that is your sacred self. Drumming to your own beat here and having your own, taking the lead, okay? You already know what it is. That reconciliation, right? All right, Pisces, that pick number 2. Really hope that helps. That's your reading. Now, Pisces who picked number 3, you got adjacent possibilities. You got, we are the ones what we've been waiting for. Clan of the Wolf Heart. And a broken heart. All right, so here in the situation, you're needing to do an unexpected option here in order to heal expectations to have that new romantic relationship, okay, Pisces? So in order to do that, you need to connect with your self and your tribe on a spiritual level, okay? So I'm going to elaborate more on your advice. 14. So reach out. Sorry about that. So Pisces, here's your advice. Reach out, that pick number 3. Reach out for help from others once you honor and respect your individuality and your own unique life journey. Balance social time with taking care of your own individual needs, including the needs for time out in solitude, to hear your inner truths and renew yourself. Now, Pisces, anger can be a sign from the soul, a sacred gift that asks you to deal with the situation to bring about something different and more empowering. Use your anger, Pisces, as a sacred gift with compassion and clear purpose. Fight wholeheartedly when you need to safeguard what truly matters. Be open to a greater guiding wisdom so that you know when to be merciful and when to cut something off completely. Believe in the power of your inner voice, Pisces, and do not silence yourself, okay? What's great is that you're going to deal with this emotions. And it's okay to be emotional, Pisces, because you always find your way through it. You're honoring how you feel, so that way it's not building poison or toxicity in your own system, because you're finally releasing this in hermit mode. And we're going to clarify what kind of evolution you're going to be going through in your outcome, because it's not a bad outcome because you're releasing. Yay! Congratulations, Pisces. Please clarify broken heart of what Pisces is evolving into next. Thank you. You're evolving into the holy amethyst, divine alchemy. Move beyond current challenges and focus on what you desire. This is you turning a sad and hopeless situation into something better, more enriching empowerment towards yourself. You are cultivating love within inside you in order to take it into a new romantic relationship, Pisces. So congratulations. That's that power of love, okay? So big hugs, Pisces. I really hope that helps, because you're going to be facing fears. And you deserve that victory dance. Ding, 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 ding. So Pisces, all zodiac signs, beautiful human beings. That is the all zodiac sign reading. Pick a card reading. Really hope it helps. Quick update on what's going on with me. Well, this is my last live that I'm going to have for the year 2024. And what's great is that I'm preparing for more zodiac and non-zodiac sign readings on my channel. My schedule is going to look different, so just make sure you like, share, and subscribe, okay? Hit that notification bell and hit all. And you'll be getting to see all the new stuff. I'm very excited, so I'll be getting all that set up before the next year, and things are going to look different. I'm going to update things on my social medias and stuff, so that way it goes into a new phase of my channel. I hope you guys like it too. And another thing personal, what's been going on with me is that I'm still healing from a sinus infection. And so it's been kind of wonky every once in a while, but we're getting there. My daughter's already healed and stuff, so I'm very thankful for that. It just takes a while for me with having Hashimoto's disease and another autoimmune disease that I got from Hashimoto's. And so I have to put more love and care in myself. So that's what I'm doing, and why this is also the last live for the year. I've been also made a couple of batches of kimchi, which is really good. And if you didn't catch my beginning of my live, I let people know who are going through any sickness in regards to the nasal and all that. It's always good to blow out your nose. Make sure you clear out your throat really good by clearing out your throat and hawking it out. It's the best way I can describe it, right? You can use vitamin D3, really good for your autoimmune, your immune system, especially if it's low. If you're a vitamin D deficient, so make sure you check with your doctor, okay, if you can. What's really good for cough relief and your throat is I found Hall's medicine is really cough drops and drops for your throat is really good. Not sponsored, but I'm letting you guys know that. Also, seasonal sampler. If you like teas and stuff, herbal supplement is this. It will help with your cold, your throat. They have eucalyptus and breathe easily as well. Follow the instructions and you're good to go. And make sure instead of using regular sugar, use honey. Okay, honey is really good for the throat. Also, I know if you're having really bad sore throat or sinus infections or sinus issues, it's really good to use a nasal thing that they have over at Walmart and all that. Make sure you read the instructions before you order it, okay, in order to get sinus relief if it's inflamed or congested. I like using salt water in order to clear out the throat and having issues with the throat. So you gargle on salt water. I use 2 teaspoons in salt water. And it's a pretty good size glass, about up to this big. So about 2 cups of water is usually my cup size that I use. So I use 2 to 3 things of salt water. Teaspoons of sea salt in water, warm water. Gotta be super crystal clear there because I kind of wasn't. So you gargle that at least 1 to 4 times a day, okay, as needed for yourself. If it persists and it still feels uncomfortable, you're having troubles breathing, please go to the hospital. Okay, don't go to intensive care, or was it not intensive care? Go to the hospital instead of, they have 2 different kinds of care. Either your doctor or, I forgot what it was called, because I never really go to it. When it's an emerging, I go right to the friggin' hospital. I don't wait around at all. But some people like to go to either their doctor or like, oh man, I'm trying to remember what it's called. If you remember what it's called and you know what I'm talking about, viewers, let me know in the comments because I don't know why I'm spacing it out. But all I'm just saying is that if you're having these really horrible issues with infections and breathing, please go to the hospital. Don't second guess yourself. Just get somebody to help you or call 911, especially if you're in the US, okay? If you're not in the US, use your emergency 3 number that you need to dial, okay? And please let your family and your friends know that you're in the hospital, okay? Because they love you very much and want to know what's going on with you, and you're not alone, okay? Just let them in. I have to express and let you guys know that too, for some of you that didn't. All right, and we're going to be pretty much having fun here in the holidays. I'm going to get more rest. And please write down your beautiful ideas, especially if there's any influencers or healers or creators that are watching me, because they're not stupid. And you'll know when to do them in this next year, 2025. Please give yourself that time and space for yourself, because it's okay to be selfish too. You'll just know it when you feel it. Some of us have been feeling it, well, because Some of us have been getting sick every once in a while. So know when to say when. And I'm usually like, but we must persist. This time it's like, yeah, better not. So I don't think there's anything else. I think after this, we're going to be watching some movies and stuff like that, and then go to bed. Fun, right? So I hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and Happy Holidays for wherever you're at. And I'm going to close up with a mantra, okay? Esitoma sadgamaya namasoma chote gamaya Rityorman Ritangamaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. Stay warm wherever you're at, because here in the East Coast, we've been having some wonky weather. Gotta love Mother Nature. We had snow and rain in the first day, and we're going to be getting more here on the East Coast. So West Coast people, let me know how weather's going. I've been checking up on everybody around the world, though, especially East and West Coast. But have a good morning, good afternoon, and good night. See you guys. Bye for now. Until next year. Woo! Bye.